Hello everyone, welcome back to Glowkeeper. Last time we were hitting lots of puzzles that I couldn't figure out how to solve. We've ended up in this area, the brown area here, that seems to have like maybe puzzles that all involve timing in some way, because it very explicitly taught us how to slow down time on the way into here. And then there's like a gate here that also requires that. I was sort of hoping that coming this direction might teach us. Like, the worry there is what are the limits of that? Like, how tight might this timing be? Ooh, there's a way up this way as well. Oh, gosh. And each of these rooms has its own, like, scroll to collect. So, yeah, this feels like what I'm starting to see is maybe there's, like, a pattern where areas that have fewer scrolls along the way, although that one had like no, that had like one. You did like 4 puzzles to get one, so those are probably like simpler puzzles to teach you stuff, whereas an area like this where there's a scroll in every single puzzle is probably more of an advanced area maybe. Although to be honest, I think I'm starting to hit the limits of like where the game goes. Like I could go to the red area because it's red, that put me off with going down that way, but maybe it's like useful. Or I could try and solve some of this stuff. It looks very scary. Let's look at this one. This one looks the least scary, but maybe that's deceptive. Okay, there's all these. What's gonna? No, nothing falls down. That's not how it works. But you can like do the line across different puzzles. There's clearly going to be an area where we do like loads of cross puzzle stuff, all for like one. Like maybe there'll be one scroll in one area, but it's like all one big puzzle, really. Okay, so what do we need? We need that scroll to end up here. That sounds like we need both of those rocks to go across. That almost certainly means that. Okay, so if we do that, that's fine. If we do this, that's fine. If we do this, that's fine. Now, how do I move across? I'd have to have something to stand on here. Where's that going to come from? Where is that going to come from? I can delete this stuff. I can fall through this stuff. I could put a rock there, but then I'm not getting that rock across, which I clearly need to at some point. How am I pushing you further? Oh, of course, with the wind. Okay. That's like one. Hopefully the next one's just as easy, right? Although I can't push it down. Okay, so push that down first. Do this, go over the top, push it to the left. Okay, now let's just go ahead and do the same thing. Oh, that's the wrong time to do that. Push it further. That. Yep. So we're going to push you along. I guess we can finish it off. Can I? Yeah. I was hoping to do a leap year style jump, like bonk my head, but use the height. I guess I need to do that instead. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, so then one more. So what would that require? I think the problem's going to be that I'm not going to have 3 things to blow this across. Yeah, they're like separated from each other. Or 2. But could we not? I was going to say, can we blow one that way? Like, I think that is probably what we want to do, is we want to like send stuff leftwards somehow, although is that even possible? The beginning probably is as I've done. But I don't really have a way of bringing... I guess if that drops down, I push that back again. That's interesting. Bring this back again. I can then drop another one down. Well, I can bring one over here. Is that useful? Yes, I think so. I think we could possibly do the rest as I did it before. It might work out. No, because then we just get rid of all these, and we're in the same situation, aren't we? Right, because I basically have to do that again, and then I've just ended up in exactly the same situation, as far as I can tell. If not worse, I've like used another one over here. Yeah, now there's a 2 gap. Okay. How would I avoid any of that? This feels right. I need to somehow like still have one up there. which I do. I do already have one up there. Right, so it's not even that one that I was using. It was these three and it drops that down. Then when I swap... The problem is when I get this to here, those two have moved left more. So can I somehow have you already over there before that drops down? But isn't this just gonna... Wait, what happens if you do this? So you can multi-push like that. However, then they're stuck, so that's not good. However, like... Something like... This would be okay, except for the fact that they're just gonna get stuck again anyway. So maybe I... do something. What do I do? I guess I could... Oh, that's kind of interesting. I could be... So is this timing related? And I want to like... Uh-oh. I got wedged in a corner. Oh no. Oh, but the water does let me do a bigger jump, right? Not that high. I thought it did a bigger jump. Okay, maybe that's not what I'm supposed to be doing, if that's what keeps happening. Yeah, okay, so it's clearly not that, because that just glitches out every time. I mean, I could fall from above, though. Okay. Can I? If I could get this out of the way, sure. Which I can't. I guess I have to approach this from the other side. This might be a big meta puzzle in and of itself. Maybe I should go to a different area. This bit's scaring me. Like there's definitely an idea there. But I'd have to fall in from the bottom. Do this as I go past. I'd end up in there. I'd push that back that way. Would that even help? I don't know. It somehow feels good that that's there. Like, so if I push that left, one more would fall down. And then, what, left again? I wouldn't be able to do that, would I? So I don't know, maybe this is still wrong. This is kind of scary. Let's maybe look something else. But this seemed to be the next area, maybe, because it's like 10 to get in. Maybe we should look at the red area. Maybe it's not as scary as I imagine. Okay. I also quite like just sort of going all over the place and seeing what we can do where. It's kind of more fun that way. So there's a scroll there. Which one's that? Above here? Maybe you go like up there, although what? What? I can imagine jumping from that, but that's still a long way away from where I need to be. How did this begin? Like this. Okay. Mm-hmm. I can just undo back to here. What? There's something up there? You what? How? That makes no sense. There's clearly stuff I don't understand still. Okay. Let's just get back to the teleport. Oh, I guess the teleport was in this room, but I've removed it. There's going to be something to do with those. I can do something even more with them, I think. Like, something that almost feels glitchy in some way, maybe. Okay, let's go down here. Did I get the one at the bottom of this? I think I did, right? That's why this is a mess. Oh, I didn't. Okay. So we can try that again. Looks like we just want to slide a block this way. So what's the difficult thing about that? Oh, I need a block here to stand on, is the thing. Because water doesn't count. I don't think water counts, right? We could try it at least. Okay. That's... If I get rid of all this down to here, I can't stand on here and push that, right? No, okay. So I need to get another one over to here, but then it's only that one. I can't push that one to the right. Is there another way to get to here? I guess I can do this, but then they're not separate from each other. Can I push one down from above? Because it is the chasm above me. There was one I was bringing down, wasn't there? Hold on. Okay, so let's do that. Undo until the thing's back. There we go. Go here. So if I reset this room, okay, there's a scroll. Wasn't there a block somewhere? Yeah, here. What did we do with you? Where did you end up? You didn't do anything with any of these. I reckon we're pushing all of those down together to meet this one somewhere. 20 scrolls, holy moly. Yeah, we're pushing them all over those spiral things. Ends up here. Ah, maybe they all end up here and I get rid of this, and then this is like the last area of the game. That sounds about right. Okay, so I can't bring that any further. So somehow this is doable from this, I guess. Like there is one here as well, but is that just to make that one float? If I were to push them along the bottom, what would happen? You'd move to here. I'd move onto that, that would stay up that high. Yeah, nothing good. What if I approach this from the right? So this is the same area in both directions as well. Wait, what's the problem? The fact that I can't get to here. Can I not do... no, how do I get to... The problem is this one. Is there some way to like make a platform here? Can I bring stuff over? What? No. Huh. So I basically only get one. I could stop it here and push it. I can't push it left at all. I can only push it left at the floor, which would just move that there. That doesn't feel useful. We do have the other ones here as well. So if I came in like from the other side here, which I guess is what I have to do. So maybe that's a thing. Maybe I have to loop around to do this thing. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Although, okay, no, let's not see what's going on here. No, I think we go in this way then. Okay, so then we bring that down. Yeah, we've been through that already. I'm being silly. Bring this down. Okay, push you this way. Wait, let's just double check. I definitely can't grab this, right? I can drop you down, but then nothing. Yeah, okay, that's that situation. All right, let's just go through this way. We're just gonna have to leave things for later. That's the thing about Metroidvania is you're never sure if you are just missing the piece of information you need, or if you're just not being clever enough with the information that you do have. Ruins Gate. I mean, I can just get rid of this stuff. Okay, there I wasn't being clever enough with the information that I do have. It's a cool area. There's a bunch of spirals there. That lowered that down. Control room. There's these as well. So, oh, don't forget that we can do cross-room stuff. That's probably what's going on here. There's no purple things here. I can also reset this from this side if I want to. Could I jump up if I want? No. Don't think so. Okay. So whatever we're doing it from down here. And what are we doing? I could jump up there. Let's not get you stuck. Oh, well, this is reminiscent of another room, isn't it? Sacred totems. Wait, which one is it? I thought it was one of these. Rocky shoreline. I thought it also said totems somewhere. It was one of these. No? Or here. Totems. Okay, there's totems and sacred totems. Okay. But it does look exactly the same. What else is going on with it though? Something clearly. Maybe. Maybe. Can I climb up this? Maybe if I lower it down and then get that back. If I could push that back, I would be able to climb up there. Can I get into that space? Maybe. Yeah, if I do the thing where I do this. Oh. Maybe not. Let me try that jump again. Yeah, I need to be one higher. But I can't bring these together. That's not an option. If I do that, I bang my head. Wait, that's the same thing, but without a spiral in it? Wait, what? How's that happened? They both got a spiral in them. Then it doesn't have a spiral in it. Wait, what? Has that been a thing for, like, for ages, or? Weird. I guess I can go out this way and jump on that, maybe. I can jump on that. Is that useful? Lower chamber. Is there something I can do with resetting in some interesting way? I can't reset a room without me getting teleported back there though. Why did you lose your spiral? That must mean something, but I don't know what. Although, no, there is still a spiral there, it's just really faint. But maybe that still means something. How did this begin? Like this. So is there some way I can go in? If I were to go in without pushing that one more, and go left, then they don't fall. So that isn't actually useful. But can't jump through before they fall. I don't think. Nah. Okay. Can't pull it in my direction. Can do that. I can reset. I could do this and climb on here. Oh, sure. Does that help though, being able to go in this way? But yes, it does, because I can push that across, alright. Yeah, so I can do that. Don't get it stuck in the corner. And then jump up this way. Okay, yes, some reset shenanigans are required here. So this, then push it back. Cool. Up this way. Probably the same, because like that's going to go back down into that same room below. Uh-huh. Okay. So what do I need here? Wait, what? I guess I need to jump onto there. So this needs to be stacked up while I'm there, because then I could jump there and then jump there. Okay, so how's that going to work? Ow. I can, of course, to get up to there, I need to get rid of 4. Well, 4 for that bit, but then I wouldn't be able to get up this bit either. Can I get through? Yeah. So I can obviously reset this from the other side. Okay, reset shenanigans are going on. Can I activate that from the side? Apparently not. Okay. Obviously I can push these, but I don't see how that's going to help much. So I guess I need to reset to here. Yeah, if I could reset to there, then these would be back. That is totally what I'm trying to do. So how do I make this my reset point? I have to stand on top of it. I guess I just need to stand on top of it. And I don't care about where these are at that time. However, that's too high. That's also too high. Oh, maybe it's not from the water though? Hold on. So that back when that was my thing. Actually, I don't think the water sends me any higher, does it? Or does it? No. I think it's the same. I can do that, but then it doesn't get me up there. So how does... Okay, so the loop around is somehow going to help me go up. In a way that I don't understand. Like, neither of these is higher up. What? So there's some way of getting onto that. There has to be. So, therefore, I'd have to be 3 up. How do I get 3 up? If I undo, I go back to where I was. I can't undo and be in a particular place. Unless there's some way of looping round. Nah, this is definitely one way. Well, unless we go back in there? Okay, do we have like major meta puzzling going on here? So I could go through this way now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That goes back to here. Why? So to go this way, I need to have a rock here. So that one, obviously. So I need to have lowered that. If I push that through, so I need to push 2 more boulders through. I think push this one through. But how do I get on top of this? Again, I need to be on top of a 3, but I cannot be on top of a 3. I can do this, and I can reset, but it doesn't help. Okay, big mysteries. Obviously, I approached this then from... I can't push that inwards, so I'm approaching this from left, so I do have to get up there. So there is some way of doing that. What? Oh, bring you leftwards. There's a reason I kept you away from that wall, so I'd still have access to you. I think, can I push you to the next screen? No. Okay, that's not a thing. Interesting, there's a space above this checkpoint. So that's not a thing. How did this room begin? Like that. Blocking that space. And that was there. So there's also something to do with just getting these 3 together, I think. What the heck? What the heck is going on? Can I... Ooh. I mean, I vaguely see something I can do here. Oh, not really. I was going to like try and bring both of these over here, but I can't do that. Wow. This got complicated. Something about being up here that can help me do something? Is there a special rock power that I don't know? Is there something about like dying and resetting that's interesting? Not really. I can pick one of these up and move it to the edge. When I say pick it up, I mean just push it along. It's interesting that there is a space here to sort of allow me to jump over that. So I could bring you to the left and those would be joined, and I could, in theory, draw a line between them. If I could get through the room, which I can't at this point. This is a weird platform as well, this thing here. Whoa, this game got weird. I guess I can't get that away from there now. Wow, this is terrifying. Is there another thing I could bring through? Let's go all the way back to when we were like over here, over the right hand side of that room. There we go. No, there's nothing I can bring through from there. There's water. Don't know if I can do anything with that. I can reset those. I could push you left. And then what? I don't know. There's like so many resets in here. It's clearly like relevant that there's so many resets in here. There's 3 on both sides, but I can't jump onto you. I can't like reset so that I'm on top of you. There's some way to climb up. And this is clearly the same problem I've got in the other room of like, well, I wanted to climb up 3 and then 2, but I can't do that because I can't jump that high. Cannot jump 3 high. What the heck? Do we go somewhere else? Starting to run out of things I can do, I think. There's apparently a scroll up there. We could try that one. Or go back to this one. Maybe that's not a bad idea, actually. Let's go back to this one. Okay, I'm just thinking lots of dead ends. Which I know they're obviously not dead ends, but they certainly feel like dead ends to me. Okay. Go here, I guess. Is it still open for me, or do I need to do it again? I think I need to do it again. So I'd like to reset up here, please. Like undo wouldn't do it because I guess I can reset there. That's fine. All right. I guess it does always set a reset when you walk in as well. Now that's interesting for that other thing. Like, how does it decide which one to set? Because, like, okay, so I could, let's test that here. If I step on this, and then just avoid stepping on the other one and leave, I'm pretty sure when I come back in, it will, okay, gotta be careful, jump over it. When I come back in, it's gonna set the one that I'm near. That's gotta be relevant somehow. For that other thing that we were just doing. That makes me want to go back. That makes me want to go back. Because maybe I can set my spawn point to be one of the higher up ones or something. Let's go take a look. Somehow. By just being closer to it, is it just like, yeah, proximity, distance to it? But then is it as the crow flies or Manhattan distance? This is where I was, yeah. Right. Is it still open? Yes, it should be. Yes. Okay, can I be closer to you than I am to that? I guess if I enter here, I'm equidistant from them both. Entering there, I'm clearly closest to that one. Entering here, I'm clearly closest to that one. Okay, what if I put... I was going to say put that there and then leave, but I can't leave after that. So that then I can jump on top of it and then come left. But clearly these are involved in some way, right? Let's get rid of 4 of them, put a thing over here. Go in. So now I can't just go left, but I can go up. But still, this one doesn't activate. And it's like, it's my position, like just the center of me, or is it the top of me, or what? My feet? It's probably not that. It might just be like a kind of pathfinding from like not counting through walls. So if I go in here, then it would be this one, but I can't go in through there. Can I? Is there some way I can get this out of the way? Can I teleport to here somehow, magically? No. Okay, no, we're leaving again. Yeah. At some point, some idea is going to come to me, I think, that will resolve that. Let's go back to... I guess let's go back to here. And apparently there's a thing above me here. What? Stop lying to me, game. Wait, what's this? This feels like something. That's like totally telling me something. How did this begin? Like that. It's like 5 T's or 4 like containers. Maybe I should be looking at stuff in the environment a bit more. Okay, so this one. Reset. Get rid of this. Bring this down. Yeah, sure. Do this. Okay. In we go. So we never actually found a teleport in here. Fast travel. Or we never made one, I guess. That's the other option. So I guess we solved a bunch of stuff here, and then there were 2 puzzles here that we noped out of. Let's nope out of them still, but there's like an area to the right that we never did. I guess we just gave up at this point. I don't think I ever did anything with this. Oh, there's a warp point. Okay. Cool. So there is a scroll in here. Should we try it? We can try it. Doesn't mean it's going to go well. Is that part of it though? That's probably part of it. I guess like an alternative thing to try at the moment is just to see if we can go down this way. Just explore more. Let's go upwards as well. See what's there. I wouldn't be able to jump up that way. Well, unless I can move stuff around, which I can. That's kind of bad. Let's just go up here for now. So apparently I've done this already, or no, I've not done this. I've just went up this way. Yeah, okay. Which brought me to this is another one of those rooms that there's like that one, and there was another one somewhere. A similar format where we learnt something, or we applied something. Where was that? I don't know. Maybe it was just this one that I saw. Okay, what's going on here then? Let's see. Should we see if we can go down this way, or should we just go over the top? Oh, that's not water. Okay, so I can't just go over the top. Let's see what we can do with this then. So if I got 3 here, I'd be able to drop down, I guess. Oh, so I can't squeeze in underneath that. Okay, so I do want to do that, but I also want to get rid of the ice. It's interesting there's ice right at the top there as well. It's weird that there's black boards at the side of my screen. I guess it always shows an exact number of tiles, and the tiles don't quite fill it. So I can move ice over, I can move dirt over. Why don't we move dirt and then dirt again? I can't. Or ice a bunch of times. There's maybe something to that, sort of. Is there some way to clear everything, basically? If we're clearing everything, then it's 4 at once. We don't necessarily have to clear everything, but we potentially can push it out of the way instead. But is there a way to like get... well, I'd never be able to get these 2 stacked on top of each other, would I? Nah. Although, do I have to? If I drop this down, then it is going to fall down there. That joins on. Ooh, I didn't drop the whole thing. I wonder if I could like slot between these 2 and fall, but obviously it stops, so then I'll freeze. Okay. Like I could just be doing this and then like getting you over there. Oh, thought I'd done it. Hold on, slow speed. What actually happens there? Yeah, it's like set up so that's not possible, right? Yeah, I think so. The falling doesn't happen quick enough. So if I do that, ice is going to fall down there. Ow. And then I won't be able to get past unless I can clear the ice afterwards, I guess. But no, the dirt obviously goes first. Because the dirt's already in that space. Okay, I quite like this. Although we did this already, didn't we? To me, it kind of feels like I want to push both of these dirts out, although that would be odd, wouldn't it? Because then I wouldn't be able to do this ever. So no, that doesn't make any sense. Then I need to be able to push this out at some point. So you've got to fall 1, 2, 3, 4. So a whole bunch of things have to get out of the way. Like, am I connecting you to... We could push you there, push you on top of you. And then if I could somehow push you out as well, we could form a 3 tall thing where, I don't know. I mean, okay, let's do that and then go explore. I'll do. Maybe being on the other side helps. Wait, so what, that would go down there. Levitating ferry, interesting. Okay, that goes down that way to the top of the room where I was like, oh yeah, there's something else going on up there. I think we have another, like, I guess there's the lake area where there's the 4 puzzles to solve that would bring the boulders in. I think we've got that going on here as well. There's 4 boulders up there probably that come down into this space. Just a lot harder. Have I solved any puzzles today? I don't know. So I can bring all that stuff out and I can do that, but then how do I get under this ice? How do I get rid of this ice? How do I get you closer to that? How do I push that ice out? So I'd have to not get rid of any of these wind things because it's never going to be like low enough. I guess I don't necessarily get rid of all 4 dirts. I might just get rid of 1, like push 1 over. Ooh, that's interesting actually, because that then lets me get rid of all these together. Then I could do... Can I do... Oh, I can do. We did that. Good job. That's kind of interesting, blowing that out from the middle and joining those together. What if I still had one of the other things around and I could just like get rid of them? How would I do that though? There's 3 of them. By just blowing 2 of them out of the way. But I needed them. Needed these to be able to do the thing that I want to do up there. Good job. So do I... Yeah, but I'm going back to the idea of like, maybe I just get all the ice together down here, but that's not going to work. So 3 of them, and we blow 2 of them out of the way. Well, the obvious 2 to blow out of the way are the ones that are at the bottom, because then it brings these mostly together. That's all staying connected, but we've lowered this, so I can't blow that out. It's not that I want to blow... I guess I don't mind 1 being over here, that is fine. It's kind of interesting. That might give me enough time to... I'm not sure I should be doing it time-based, but... Oh gosh, now I can't get to the other side. Can I make it through that gap? Maybe. Oh, is it just really... Maybe it's like designed so that's literally just not a possible jump. Like, it almost feels like it is. Like, I feel like I'm not colliding with them. It's just like, if you try and jump between 2 ice things, that you will freeze. I guess I could stand on there and then just surely we drop down at the same rate. No. What if I hold down? No. Okay. Well, not that then. That one is a real problem. What do I do about it? Yeah, every time I use one of these, I can only do it the next one lower down. Obviously I could be doing like different shapes, but that doesn't feel useful. It just makes it hard to use this stuff. Right now I'm just doing things a bit randomly, aren't I? Like maybe that never does get destroyed, but if it never gets destroyed... I mean, how could it get destroyed? It'd have to fall so far. Like, I mean, how far can it fall? Because in theory I can get rid of stuff just by doing this, right? Like, it can fall pretty far, given that. I could even do this as well, and there we go, it's out of the way. So that one's not bothering me at that point. However, I have two more things I could have done in that process. Like, I guess get rid of you. But then that happens. That's not good, right? Don't think so. Okay, what? Can I blow that out of the way and send these down? Sure, but then I can't get rid of them unless there had been another one left behind. That means the other two would have been pushed out instead of destroyed out. Or I'm like just getting these two out of the way, which is like almost doable. It just doesn't come down low enough. Can I get it to come down lower? Well, yes, but only in that kind of situation. I could do that. Can't get rid of just two of these. If I could get rid of both of them, but then I can get rid of those anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's basically just the same, but I've used an extra one. Whoa. Whoa. Where do you go? Okay, this one looks easy. We're just gonna get that to there, right? Right? Just got all this wind to do it with. Oh dear. I think we're pushing wind down so that you can be on top of the wind, and then we can push you further. I think we need to do that twice, actually. I think we need to push wind down, push wind down, push more wind down, and more, and then do this, and do this. Why are you there? Maybe that was too many. Okay, you're on that bit. Because then I can do this kind of thing, which is maybe good, but not yet. Oh, well, it can just be those. Wait, I've done a thing. Although I'm not there. Can I ride on top of you? Ah, that's why levitating fairy. Okay. Okay. So what was next? I think I just pushed it further, didn't I? Is that actually going to work with me on top of it? Yes. Okay. And then it was these three. Then just, oh gosh. Just these. Then that. Yeah. Yay, I solved the puzzle. I suspect there'll be something down here as well. No, it's got a border on it, so maybe not. Yeah, okay, so it's the same kind of setup. Oh, we're sending those down as well? Or maybe we're only sending those down. And not sending these down. Right, the boulders just exist to swap these over. So they can do that. Okay, I think we're just sending those down. I reckon we are just setting up. We want to send them all down. It doesn't matter about ordering here, hopefully. Hopefully, like the other one that we did, I had to like push just 2 of them down and then do something with them and then push some more down. And maybe it's easy enough, like in the other one, to just redo this anyway, if I leave the other one solved. Okay, we're hitting a lot of dead ends in this game at this point. Well, they're not dead ends, they're just dead ends for me, I guess. Wait, so that is one I can just do now, apparently. Alright, so going over that way is one of the puzzles to do here. Alright, I'll see you next time, folks, and we'll try and get a few more of those done, maybe. I mean, what else am I going to do? Alright, see you then. Goodbye.